Welcome back to Data Science in Your Pocket. Today, we are unpacking something absolutely massive, the newly announced Claude Opus 4.8. We're talking about a fundamental shift in AI collaboration here. We are moving incredibly fast from the era of conversational chatbots to an entirely new era of highly autonomous, scalable AI coworkers. Anthropic hasn't just updated the core Opus model, they've overhauled the entire ecosystem around it. We're talking new effort controls and a real game changer they're calling dynamic workflows. Let's get right into the explainer.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll officially meet Claude Opus 4.8. Then, we'll cover the honesty upgrade, unpack those new dynamic workflows, check out the effort control and API updates, and finally, wrap up with what comes next.
All right, Section 1. Meet Claude Opus 4.8, the agentic evolution. Let's look at what's actually under the hood. So Opus 4.8 is available right now, and it builds directly on version 4.7. While standard benchmarks have definitely improved, the real headline here is how this model functions as a collaborator. Early testers are practically raving about this. They're reporting that the model's judgment is significantly sharper, and it's remarkably reliable when deployed as an agent. Look, it's one thing for an AI to spit out a quick Python script for you, right? But it's an entirely different ballgame when it can reliably execute multi-step, real-world agentic tasks without needing you to constantly hold its hand. And this right here perfectly illustrates a huge win for developers, the economics. The regular usage cost for Opus 4.8 hasn't changed a bit from its predecessor. It's still $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens. But check out that fast mode. Anthropic is offering a mode where the model works at 2.5 times the normal speed. In the past, premium speed meant a massively premium price tag. Not anymore. It's now 3 times cheaper than it was for older models, sitting at $10 for input and $50 for output. If you're building applications that need near-instantaneous complex reasoning, your margins just got a whole lot better.
Moving right along to Section 2, the honesty upgrade, why trust is an absolute prerequisite for agentic AI.
Let's talk about one of the most frustrating things about working with AI, the hallucination of progress. You absolutely know the scenario. The AI confidently tells you, yep, I fixed the bug, or task completed, but when you look closely, the evidence is pretty much non-existent. Opus 4.8 tackles this head-on. The release notes show this model is around 4 times less likely than 4.7 to let flaws in its own code pass by unremarked. 4 times. That means it's actively catching its own mistakes instead of proudly handing you a broken mess. And this really isn't just about writing better code. It's a fundamental shift in alignment. Anthropic's alignment team ran a rigorous assessment and concluded that Opus 4.8 hits new highs for what they call pro-social traits. What does that mean for us on the ground? It means the model is actively designed to support your autonomy and act in your best interest. Instead of jumping to totally unsupported conclusions just to give you an answer, it will actually pause and flag its own uncertainty.
So, the takeaway here is that trust and honesty aren't just nice-to-have ethical talking points. They are massive productivity multipliers for us. Comparing Opus 4.7 to 4.8, the new model shows substantially lower rates of misaligned behavior. We're talking way less deception or cooperation with misuse. It actually matches the alignment levels of Anthropic's highly advanced Claude Mythos preview. For developers, a more honest AI literally saves you hours of debugging, simply because you aren't stuck double-checking whether the AI is confidently lying to you about the architecture it just generated.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 3, Introducing Dynamic Workflows. This is how we scale the AI coworker. This is honestly the most exciting feature in the entire drop. It's currently in research preview for Cloud Code. How do you tackle truly massive problems? Opus 4.8 handles it through a 4-step dynamic workflow. First, it meticulously plans the work. Second, it spins up and runs literally hundreds of parallel subagents. Third, it verifies the outputs from all those agents. And fourth, it reports back to you. The source material gives a staggering example of this. Using this feature, Claude Code can carry out code-based scale migrations across hundreds of thousands of lines of code. It handles everything from the initial kickoff right through to the merge, using your existing test suite to ensure quality. It's like a giant puzzle, and Claude is placing all the pieces at once. To put a finer point on it, this definition really represents the core of the agentic evolution. We are entirely moving away from the old paradigm of single-prompt, single-answer interactions. Dynamic workflows allow the model to independently manage long-running tasks within a single session. It's effectively acting as an incredibly capable project manager for an entire army of its own subagents. Section 4.
effort control, and API updates. So how do we actually rein in and manage these incredibly powerful new tools?
Alongside the model selector on Claude.ai and Cowork, users now get a variable effort control toggle. You literally get to dictate how much compute time the model spends on your prompt. If you dial it to lower effort, Claude responds much faster and chews through your rate limits much more slowly. That's perfect for quick drafts. But if you crank it to higher effort, Claude will pause, think more frequently, and dive deeply to generate a far superior, robust response. Think of it like giving a human employee a quick 5-minute deadline to brainstorm an idea on lower effort versus giving them a full week to deeply research a complex architectural problem on higher effort.
Let's break down the actual settings. By default, the system sits at high effort, which Anthropic considers the sweet spot for quality and user experience. But you've got options. You can crank this thing up to extra, which is labeled X high over in Claude Code, or even take it all the way to max. Now, just a heads up, this will absolutely spend more tokens, but Anthropic highly recommends extra or max for really difficult coding challenges or those long-running asynchronous workflows we were just talking about. And don't sweat hitting a wall too fast. They've explicitly increased rate limits in Claude Code to accommodate this higher token burn.
Now, for the back-end developers tuning in, there is an absolutely brilliant update to the Messages API. The API now accepts system entries right inside the messages array, mid-task. That means you can dynamically update Claude's instructions while it's already working. You don't have to break the prompt cache, and you don't have to clumsily route the update through a user turn. Imagine your agent is chugging along on a huge task, and halfway through you realize you need to adjust its permissions, increase its token budget, or inject some new environment context. You can just do that seamlessly, right on the fly.
Which brings us to our final section. What comes next? The future of AI agents.
While Opus 4.8 is a wildly capable update right now today, the release notes explicitly tell us that an entirely new class of model with even higher intelligence is on the immediate horizon. And we're already seeing glimpses of this future with an initiative called Project Glasswing. Right now, a very small, select group of organizations are actively out there using a model called Claude Mythos Preview to tackle highly complex cybersecurity workloads.
But you can't just unleash that level of intelligence on the world overnight. Because these Mythos-class models are so highly intelligent and deeply agentic, Anthropic has clearly stated they require much stronger cyber safeguards before a broad public release. The good news? They say they are making incredibly swift progress on these safeguards and expect to roll out Mythos-class models to everyone in the coming weeks.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating reality to ponder as we close out. We are officially crossing the threshold from AI as a helpful conversational buddy to AI as a scalable, highly autonomous workforce. A workforce so capable, it literally requires specialized cyber safeguards before it can leave the lab. So as we master Opus 4.8 and these dynamic workflows today, we really have to ask ourselves, when those safeguards are finalized in the coming weeks, are our own workflows, our engineering teams, and our infrastructures truly ready for the intelligence of Mythos? Definitely something to think about as you spin up your next agent. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep innovating.